So about 8 years ago, my husband and I were in a really dark place, and I didn't know whether to stay or go. I didn't have the courage to leave, and I didn't feel like God had given me permission to leave. But in 2021, I discovered that I have HIV from a failed life insurance policy. I had had HIV for several years, and I did not know it. And my husband had it and was not forthcoming. Those were dark, hard days. But I had a community of people who joined around me at Restoration Place, and my counselors kept me grounded in the faith. We separated and divorced, and it became an interesting season of empowerment, of finding my voice that had been lost in this 35-year marriage that we had. And it was 35 years of emotional abuse, to use the word. And before Restoration Place, I didn't have the words to be able to say that, to be able to speak and say, this relationship is abusive and you need to get out. I'm a big believer that God is the provider of all things financial. But as becoming a single woman after having been in a marriage for 35 years, sold our house, I bought a little cottage, and I'm a writer and a blogger, and that income is not necessarily steady. So being able to have the sliding scale, it was just so positive for me. Counseling changed my life and has kept me moving forward and having the courage to embrace a new chapter that I didn't ask for and I wasn't expecting. When you're in a situation and you're realizing that your relationship is not what you thought it was, there's the courage to leave, and there's the courage to continue to get healthy, to trust that God is not done with your story. There were times where I felt like He was. I felt like a failure. But being grounded by a Christian counselor allowed me to stay focused on who God said I was. I really felt this restlessness after I went public with a YouTube channel. I felt the restlessness that maybe God was not through with my story of having a relationship with a new man. And I was not looking to date. I was looking for the man God chose for me to marry, because I wanted to be married. And in my profile, the very first thing that I put was that I am HIV positive and I'm turning my marriage betrayal into a ministry for women. For those of you who give and support RPC, and those of you who may be thinking about supporting it, I just want to applaud you and I want to encourage you, because you don't know whose life you may be changing with. That may be just a little bit of money to you, but it could be a life change for someone else. And it was for me.